the primaries of the different political parties ahead of 2027 presidential election, governorship election, state house of assembly election, house of representative of election, senatorial election, governorship election is already going on across different parties. And in the ruling parties, there have been lots of congresses that has gone out. Those prominent names that have been that we thought would make it couldn't make the Congress. Some of them lost out in the primaries. I'm talking about the primaries now. When I mean the Congress, I'm talking about the primaries to elect the flag bearer. Many of the prominent names lost out. In fact, as it is presently, Governor Fubara of Rivers State is not yet known his fate as whether he will run in APC or not, because it's not yet certain whether he has been endorsed as a candidate for APC governorship election in Rivers State. Many of his loyalists have been disqualified from during the screening. They were disqualified. I mean, Fubara in Rivers State, and many other aspirants Omagege in the states of APC as well has lost out. Many prominent APC lawmakers, senators, House of Rep will not make it, will not come back. Many have lost out, many will not make it. What about the governorship aspirants? Many were forced to step down, were forced to step down for other aspirants. Now the issue is that there's a grievances brewing in APC. Will APC explode? If the APC explodes, that will be an advantage for other parties to reap from the explosion of APC. This is what is going on. If we have focused on APC because that's the ruling party. That's where we expect. That's where we expect decorum. We expect orderliness, decorum, as stability, consensus, agreement to be reached, in whom the party will put forward so that the house can be in order, so as to be in good stead to consent for election. But rather, they've already recorded success in few places of consensus. Even those places where they have reached consensus, like in Lagos State, where they brought Amzat out as the governorship candidate, they will say they brought Yayi out. It is not so in other states. Even these two states where we were able to have consensus governorship candidates, all is not well with the aspirants, other aspirants who felt they imposed somebody over them, who never knew, nobody knows now whether those ones may work against the party. So if there's any party that is to be in a state of contention, a state of fear, state of uncertainty, it is APC in the sense that those where they thought they have achieved consensus, and there were grievances among those who felt that they imposed a candidate over them. Nobody knows what will be their final political decision. They will work against the party, such that that's why the party that is in so danger of not certain of his victory is APC, except they can come in and bring out a constitution of all those aggrieved aspirants, be it as state assembly level, be it as federal house of representative level, be it at state level, be it at government level. All these positions, all those places where there was an emergence of consensus candidates. I'm telling you that things didn't go that way with some of the people who claim that the so-called consensus candidates is an imposition over them, and nobody knows their next political move. They may remain the party and work against the party. That means there is no certainty that for APC to work together as a collective, one party during the election of 2027, except, like I said, the party leadership is able to move in and seriously persuade, and pacify the aggrieved aspirants who felt cheated, who felt, according to them, who felt subdued, felt being imposed upon by the leadership of the party, by who felt that other candidates who should have emerged instead of allowed them to have gone through the primaries, which they claim will have produced the best. But instead the party comes out and pacify them, there may be implosion in APC. That's been that. We also witnessed some areas whereby actual primaries were carried out. where they could not reach consensus, they allowed the people to go to the field to test their popularity during the primaries. We could see a lot of aspirants lose out in the primaries. Like in Lagos State rural local government, where the Solutional Elliot have been there for the past 3 years, he lost out to Oduduga, a new entrant in the race. So other areas in Oyo State, other places, new person emerges. Driven across in Ogun State, current senator in Ogun East, former governor Benga Daniels, lost to the incumbent governor Dapo Abiodun, who paid the ticket of Senate. So this goes across the country. This is the position of things in APC across Nigeria. The issue is that where all these anomalies, all this this from the fallout of this family, where or as it went out throughout the federation, how will the APC able to bring itself together? How can they appeal? How can they pacify all those other aspirants who lost out in the primaries? How will they pacify them? Like in Rivers State now, Fubara is not yet, it's not certain where it belongs, because in the APC where he thinks he will run, it's not certain that he is getting tickets. Other states of the federation whereby APC has concluded their primaries, both for House of Rep, Senate, State House of Assembly, which was done today. How is the party going to pacify all the aspirants that are aggrieved? How would they not work against the party? That means there's any party that's not that is to be in fear, be in fear, be uncertainty. It is the APC, because the fallout of the primaries, which was conducted all over Nigeria, left some serious criminal grievances, serious bitter taste in the mouth of many aspirants. Many aspirants have given some names. A lot of aspirants will not be returning to Senate, to House of Rep, to State House Assembly under APC, who lost house. I told you Magigi lost in other states. Former governor of State Benga Daniel lost to incumbent governor Dapo Abiodun, and Desmond Elliot in Lagos is already also lost to another person. So it is across the whole federation that you have incumbents who lost to new entrants, and there are some people where the claims is consensus, they feel aggrieved, they are not happy with the consensus arrangement, so called, and so that means APC is in a situation whereby they may have to reconcile their aggrieved party members thoroughly and bring them to unity, bring them to agreement, bring them to reconciliation, and seriously be sure that they have been reconciled, and they will not leave the party, or they will not send the party and work against the party. Otherwise, APC should know that this is the danger ahead of them. We are focusing on APC because that is the party in power. We are presenting balanced analysis on this platform. We don't take side with any party. We put the whole fact before Nigerians and then make up their own conclusion. Not their own conclusion as far as situation is concerned. We put all the facts before Nigerians, let them draw their own conclusion, pick up, make their own decision known. We are bringing developments in this party is supposed to be so that for you Nigerians to take your decision, to make a decision that you be informed. So that's the situation of APC. What about other parties? Even in NDC, there's someone that I know who is currently not even happy with NDC where Obi has moved to, in the sense that the amount they are asking to pay for obtaining a form runs into millions. And this man was telling me that, can I imagine that a new party that they thought would do something different from the existing parties, they are following the same way as well, just the same way these other parties are behaving, the way they are also behaving, and they have even refused to pay for the forms. I'm talking of Lagos State, NDC, where Obi has just moved to. So that means the politicians in these parties, they are behaving like the politicians of other parties. There's nothing new, there's nothing different in the way they do things. That means they are doing things in the same old way as the existing party we are criticizing. What about ADC? The same thing applicable to ADC. The same thing. High exorbitant cost of forms running into millions. You can imagine a young person, a young graduate, a young Nigerians who have not made millions. Where will he get millions to obtain ordinary form, especially interest and form, and also call the money we use to print posters to do the campaign and everything. So these new parties that we thought would be a new, they will do something differently. They are not doing things differently. They are doing things the same old way. I'm talking of NDC. I'm talking of ADC because these are facts that I've gathered from people who are contesting. I know one or two people that are contesting, and they are lamenting that what they are expecting from this their party is not what they expect. They are expecting something totally different from what the PDP, the APC, and co are doing. High exorbitant cost of form is what they are battling with. So we are hoping that maybe they will turn a new lease of life so that for their aspirants to pick the tickets on a very, very low amount. But if it's not, we are waiting to see. But I'm just telling you that these two new parties we thought will be different in the way they do things is the same old way of APC and PDP and other parties are the same way. They are charging their aspirants millions to obtain especially form, especially of inside before, not even the form now. Millions, and many of them could not afford it. The particular case of person I'm talking about in NDC, he has not been able to raise the money for form. And so the same thing with ADC. So this is the developments we are expressing in these new parties. So in some cases whereby they endorse individual as no, they endorse it's even not going down well with some of the people too in NDC. So what we thought it will not happen in these new parties is also happening. The position as in the name of consensus and exorbitant cost of obtainment of form, especially of form to just to show your expression to run the party. It is still that's going on. So we hope these new parties that will shoot on in the use of life will do things such that their party can offer new entrants, new breed of Nigerians opportunity to obtain the form at a very low amount so that the election can have, so that the party can have representatives that will contest the election and put the ruling party in a good state. We will able to have a highly competitive, election. That's what we expect from this new party to do. Thank you very much.